it's yoga time. So, today we're going to focus on ankle mobility. Bit of mobility into our feet, into our ankles. In our day-to-day lives, our feet are generally in shoes a lot. And because of that, our ankles, our feet get weak and everything stays pretty rigid. You lack a lot of the movement of dorsiflexion and flexion of your feet, inwards and outwards. So what we're going to do today is just try and work on that. And doing just this simple little quick practice every day, you'll gain a bit more mobility into your ankles. So we're just going to start placing our hands behind us. Just lean back, relax, and take a couple of circles with your ankles, going one direction. Nice slow movements here. Bring your toes towards you and then pointing them away. Really feel the movement into your ankles. Notice the difference between one side and the other. And then change direction. Nice slow movements here. The key with yoga is to keep your movement slow. And the reason we do that is our bodies know we're doing this for a reason. When the movements are slow, our body thinks, hey, let's create some more synovial fluid, help move these movements a little bit better. So it helps to lubricate our joints, lubricate our tissues. Let's flex our feet now and point our toes. Let's do that a couple of times. Flex so much that your ankles come up off the floor and then point your feet. Really feel it into your calf muscles. Just do that a couple of times. Keeping it slow so you can feel every movement. Feel the effects of the movements you're doing. Do it once more, flexing. And then really point your feet. Then come through center. We're going to bring our feet together and we're just going to rotate our ankles once more, keeping our feet together. It's a little bit harder to keep your coordination. May take you a second to get it, but that's fine. That's what yoga is for. It's for learning. Let's change direction. And like me, you might be doing weird things with your face, pursing your lips. Takes a lot of concentration. Let's bring our feet through center now. And we're going to flex our feet and bring our soles towards each other. Now it's fine if you don't come so close as I do. I've been doing this for a while. Then flex them outwards. And through doing this, you should feel a stretch into the insides of your legs. And as you flex them outwards, feel a bit of a stretch to the outside. And do that a couple more times, bringing your soles in. And flexing them to the sides. Then in through center. To the sides. Do it once more, through center. To the sides. Then bring it back through center. Give your legs a little bit of a shake. You should begin to feel some warmth coming into your legs, coming into your ankles. From here, flex your feet. We're going to scrunch our toes in nice and tight, like you're making a fist with your toes. And then spread them as far as you can. And then scrunch them in tight. Spread them wide. Really try and see between every single toe. And then scrunch them as tight as you can. Your toes might click. Spread them open. Once more, scrunch in tight. Spread them wide. And then let's do this a little bit faster. See how fast you can do this movement. It's very awkward. We don't normally do these movements with our feet. But the idea here is to bring some blood into the tips of your toes. You should be able to feel the muscles in the soles of your feet warming up now. Oh yeah, that's good. Do it just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, release. Give them a little bit of a shake. Oh, give it a shake inwards, outwards. Ooh. Then we're going to bend our right knee. Now grab your ankle and just place it on top of your left. If this is uncomfortable, you can always bring it to the side. It doesn't have to come on top of your leg. Just makes it a little bit easier for the next movement we're going to do. So with this, we are going to take our fingers and we're going to grab a hold of our foot, placing your fingers in between every toe, really spreading them wide. And then from there, grab a hold, spread each toe nice and wide, like those little toe separators you get when you have a pedicure. Then just rotate the ankle round. Using your hand as a little bit of assistance here to really feel movements. You can help flex and point your foot. And just feel into your ankle. Notice any tightness. And then just know that with regular practice, you can help ease that tightness and build some more flexibility and gain some more mobility. Let's just do one more of these, flexing with our hands, then pointing with our hands, and then release your fingers. Spread and close your toes, and then gently release. We'll change our sides, bending your left knee. Grab your ankle, place it on top of your right. Also, you can do this on the floor. You can even do all of the movements from a chair. We'll interlace our fingers now. You might need a little bit of help separating your little toe. And then from there, like before, start with a few simple rotations. Maybe change direction. Again, notice if your left ankle is a little bit tighter than your right. Our bodies are not symmetrical, so you probably will have one side that's tighter. And change direction once more. Maybe begin to point. Flex your foot with help of your hand. Just do that a couple more times. And then gently release your fingers. Scrunch your toes and open wide. Release it out. Give everything a bit of a shake. Once more. Inwards and outwards with your feet. Then from here we're moving on to the harder part of this practice. You might want to grab a blanket for this if you've got sore knees. We're just going to come into a kneeling position. So we're going to do two different types. We're going to start up on our knees. If you need a blanket, you're just going to grab one. And you can either place it under your knees. That way there's less pressure on the tops of your feet. And you can sit back. Or you can always grab your blanket and place it on top of your ankles. That way, it brings your ankles a little bit closer up. You don't squish so much into your knee joints. So choose a variation with blanket, without blanket. We're going to keep the tops of our feet on the floor. You're going to sit back, bring your shoulders over your hips, and just try and take a couple of breaths. And it's alright if you can only stay in this position for a breath until you come out. And if you come out, maybe tap your feet, give a little bit of a shake. Maybe try once more sitting back, feeling the stretch into the tops of your feet, into your shins. Maybe stay for 3, 2, 1 more breath. Then come up out of it, hands and knees. Tap your feet onto the floor, give them a bit of a release. And then we're going to tuck our toes, one, then the other. Actually, no, let's stretch into our foot. We'll extend our left leg back. And from here, you're just going to sway backwards and forwards. Bring your heel forwards and back. And you'll feel some stretch into the back of your leg, into your ankle, into the sole of your foot. Maybe go around in a circle. Circle it the other way. And then release that knee. Extend your right leg back onto the toes. And like the other side, just sway backwards and forwards. Bring some movement into the sole of your foot. And then again, if you circle on the other side, let's try and keep our sides the same. Circle the other direction. And then release the foot down. This time, tuck your toes. And the same as before, you can always pad out your knees, you can pad out your heels. We're going to sit back. Really feel the stretch into the soles of your feet. Hold here as long as you can. With time and practice, you'll slowly get a little bit better at doing this. It won't feel so agonizing. I know it's not fun, but with time and effort, everything's possible. Maybe take one more breath. And then hands and knees. Ooh, give your feet a bit of a shake. Then swing your legs out in front of you. We're just going to bring the soles of our feet together now. And then from there, little toe bones together. Try and open your feet out like a book. Maybe even use your thumbs, give your soles of your feet a bit of a massage. Rub them out. It feels good. We don't give our body enough loving attention. So when you're on your mat, now is the time. Give a bit of love to your body. Give the soles of your feet a bit of a rub. Thank them for moving through this practice, just like I thank you for joining me. Hopefully, this will help you gain a little bit more mobility into your feet, a little bit more flexibility into your ankles. Thank you for joining me, and namaste.